What's going on, everybody? It is Lauren Delisa Coleman back with, yes, another episode of AI Pop. This one I'm really excited to talk with you about because it's all about me. No, only joking. But I told you there are a couple of things that I'm working on. One is a massive project, which I'll tell you more about that later. But there has been a kind of labor of love in terms of writing that I've been working on. It just recently posted, and I will actually include the link down below, as they say. Um, but I wrote this piece for Insider, which was formerly called Business Insider. For those who don't know, it's kind of a real, well, it started out a kind of as a Wall Street kind of business publication, and it's just blown up since then. And so I recently did a piece on the intersection of hip hop and technology, more specifically, how a lot of Black startups are starting to use um, kind of hip hop, what we would call business models, to start to blow up. As you may or may not know, the investment scenario in terms of Black startups is really, I mean, it's crazy. It's like risen from 2.6% to a whopping 2.7% of all the billions that are invested into startups in the United States per year. And so that will be the subject matter for a whole nother episode. But I just wanted to see what people were doing more who weren't getting funding, because I had an inkling from different people who I had talked to and met. I was recently asked to be in a documentary about funding Black tech and more, that a lot of business models that were used essentially to blow hip hop up were starting to be used in Black tech or by, Black founders in technology. And it really is, I'm one of the first to kind of um, really talk about this trend, and I'm looking forward to it blowing up even more. Again, you can check out the article. Just go to Insider, or go to Google rather, and just type in Insider, and then my name, Lauren Delisa Coleman, comma my name. You can put in Black tech, which might help you, to search for it quicker. But essentially, I had the opportunity to interview a number of different people. The filmmaker behind this documentary that's coming up called Fund Black Tech. I interviewed Royce da 5'9's manager to talk about, just more of the hip hop elements. And then one of the partners at what's called Trilicon Valley, which is known as kind of the Wu-Tang of Silicon Valley, because they just do so many different things and that each has his or her own superpowers. But really, this is about, for those who don't know, hip hop really started to become a full-on massive global business dominance in pop culture that we know today from a couple of things. It was really like a lot of working together, building up crews from that working together, and then just doing like multiple things like all at the same time. So, in terms of crews, we can look at anything from, oh my gosh, like what West Side Connection, which was made up of a number of different artists, including, Ice Cube, who are, both, or who were both very capable, more than capable as a group, and then, had different solo projects which blew up, but then had clothing lines or this or that or whatever. And it's just really amazing to see a lot of these different scenarios, whether it was like Snoop Dogg and Dog Pound, again, Wu-Tang, but that's even a little bit different in and of itself for hip hop, because they're still, a group and function as a group. They are solo artists and more, but just everybody from, oh my gosh, Def Squad and Redman and Keith Murray, that whole like kind of scenario, and just, so much more, right? To be able to just look at this and see how they used and created business models which have not really been replicated in almost any other industry. You don't see this like in beauty, people coming together, creating their own projects, and then as a group, and then as solo projects, and then dabbling in, fashion and liquor and this and that. It's just really, really impressive. So now we're starting to see this applied to technology. And it's just really exciting, especially with NFT and digital currency. I have a reference to an event that just recently took place within that, where this particular crew that came together raised sold something like, I don't know, $1.8 million. We'll read the piece, but in like minutes by working together in these kinds of ways. So I just wanted to say this because obviously this is going to affect AI even more. It will be seen in my upcoming projects that I have, as well as, just so much more. But I'm just really excited about this. And the response that I'm getting is really good, both from investors who've, retweeted it, to just, hip hop fans, to those who are working in the startup world from other points of view. So if you get a chance, check this out. And yeah, that's really just what I had to say for this particular episode. I had to do a little bit of promo, which is very hip hop in and of itself, right? When artists go up on the stage and get their award, and they're like, don't forget the album's dropping XYZ date, right? That is quintessentially, hip hop. So I am just always keeping you up on this area because, like I said, I just want you to be able to, if you're interested in embracing AI, technology in general, whatever, but from a pop culture point of view, not all stiff and crazy or geeky. This is the home for that. And I'm really happy to always bring it to you. So, this has been Lauren Delisa Coleman, and you've been watching another episode of AI Pop.